Hey guys, welcome to episode 9 of Living Your Ideal Way podcast. And today we're going to talk about how your language determines your outcomes. So today I want to talk about this because I think it's really important when people are trying to move towards their goals that they start to use the right language. Usually when I'm having conversations with clients and who they might be struggling with making changes or moving towards their goals, it's often the first thing we notice is the language they're using around their goals. For instance, someone might use the word try. But when you use the word try, it doesn't really imply that you're going to put much effort in. So it's kind of like you're leaving the back door open and you could get away with not quite doing it all because you've only said you're going to try. Whereas if you change the words to something like I will or I'll commit, it kind of gives you more intention. And when there's more intention, there's more energy. And it really helps you move forward towards your outcomes a lot more. Why? Because when we use words, word is really important for your psychology, and your psychology is essentially just geared up for only one thing, and that's to make you be right. So if you're using the wrong words, if you're using words that are going to leave the door open for yourself, you're going to find that you're not actually going to move towards your goals because you kind of haven't really set the intention. So I've got a couple of other examples here, and what I want you to do is start listening to the words that you use yourself and maybe implementing some of these changes. So common ones we hear are when people say it's too hard. What if you changed it to it's a challenge? Most people enjoy a bit of a challenge. Most of our marketing is surrounded by challenge because people think like these challenges, they really help you level up. And when something is hard, it does help you level up because the hard things in life are the things that are most worth it, right? Words like discipline. So for some people, discipline, they think of like being smacked as a child. No one really likes discipline. Well, what if you rephrase your psychology around discipline? And it's like, all right, well, I need more structure. I need more control. I need a plan. I need routine. Instead of saying just, I want to be disciplined, I need to be disciplined, and thinking someone has to come at you with a stick just to keep you on track, or maybe you just need a few other things. Too much effort. What if you switched it to challenge as well? Maybe if you need to be more effective, maybe the process needs to be more efficient so that it doesn't feel like there is enough effort. So just changing the way you say that and perceive that. I wish I could do that. I want, like, changing that, it was a game changer. A wish is out of your control. When you change it to I will or something along the lines of that, it means that you're taking control of it and it's not outside you. When you take onus of things and accountability, it means that you really have a massive impact on it. And the similar thing where you're not going to leave that door open. Too busy. What we need to change to is I'm being productive or I'm more focused on something else, because when you tell the truth about yourself and why you're not doing something is usually a priority base. If you just say you're too busy, well, it's obviously not a priority for you, because if it was a priority, you'd be getting it done. Want or need. Need is a little bit more powerful than want, but really you kind of need a must or to make it important. So when you have a must, you really chase after it. You go after it. If something's important to you, it's as high in your values and priorities, you're going to find that you're going to do it a lot easier. The word can't. So this is another one, and this is something to think about. What if you just don't want to do it? And you're honest with yourself, but then you could untangle the why, right? Because if you just say it can't and it's like a smoke screen, you're not going to get to the root cause of the problem of why you don't want to do it. Because to be honest, if you're scared and you don't want to do it, that's cool. Let's have a chat about that. Let's figure out what the next steps are another way around. But if you just say you can't constantly, you're putting up this big shield and stopping yourself from doing anything. The word should, I should have done this, I should have done that. Tony Robbins says it, you end up shoulding all over yourself, and you just need to change those words. So will, must, love to, and get it done. Basically, these are some of the examples. If you think about them in the next few weeks, I'd love for you to catch yourself. And there's also something else around words, right? So I was reading this book a little while ago called Neutral Thinking by Trevor Moawad. He's the son of like a big entrepreneur businessman. And in the book, it claims that there's these studies out there saying that the words you use out loud in particular are 10 times more powerful than just thinking it. So thinking it alone creates focus and direction, but saying it out loud gives more power to it. But the data also shows that negativity is a multiplier of 4 to 7, whether or not it's said out loud. So if it's just 4 to 7 times in your head, like those words we just went through, well, you're going to struggle. But if you're saying them out loud, if you're saying them to people, you're really, really, really reinforcing the narrative. So 10 times out loud times 4 or 7, it means it's 40 to 70 times more likely to occur because you're saying these negative things out loud and you're kind of moving towards your results. So what if you didn't say these stupid things out loud? Any complaining, any whinging, saying I can't? What if you avoided all these pitfalls and you built the habit around changing the words that you use each day? I guarantee your life will change. Another cool little tidbit from the book. So the idea behind the book, neutral thinking, is that people got really upset around the whole positive thinking sort of thing. So going from negative to positive was a bit too much of a stretch. So what if you could look at what happened in your life as just something that happened and not get caught up in all the negativity around it, and just accept it for what it is, and then move forward from there using those lessons in the past. Because you need to realize that the past is an indication of the future. It's your behaviors and your actions that will actually determine your outcomes. So learning to use the right language to help you move towards those goals is going to be really vital for your success. It's not easy, guys. Like, it took me a long time to be more positive focused, try and use there we go again. See, and you just got to catch yourself and use the right words to move forward, so that you constantly upgrade your language, which upgrades your psychology, because you're talking yourself into being better, being more productive, moving towards your goals, losing that weight, implementing these new skills. And yeah, so I challenge you guys, next 30 days, think about how you can catch yourself in the act and reward yourself for being better, by talking better, by improving your actions, because your focus and your attention is so much better by using the words that are more positive and more influential, rather than leaving the door open with words like try and things like that. If you got something out of this video, guys, comment or like the video. But otherwise, remember, you become what you think, so think fit.